Very good morning to you. I've come up to Grasgehren, little ski area. I wasn't expecting quite so much snow. So you can see I'm trudging up the snow here because the path is about a metre underneath me. Grasgehren, I first skied here in March 1975. Can't believe that it's nearly 50 years since I came here. Behind me you might be able to pick out a few of the lifts. There are three T-bars and one chairlift. They are exactly the same lifts that I skied on nearly 50 years ago. Testament, if you want, to the robustness of the design, but not been a great deal of investment. Maybe they don't need it. I've got a little 12k route planned. I fear, if we look where I'm headed, which is up there, quite a lot of the day is going to be in the cloud, but never mind. Well, I'm about 20 minutes, I hope, from my first peak, the Horn, today. Sort of tramping over a lot of snow. And I think it's only going to get, it's only going to stay the same for the majority of the peaks that I've got in mind for today, so we'll have to see whether I do all of them. The clouds come in and the temperature has dropped with the wind picking up as well, so probably at about, I don't know, 6 or 7 degrees now, so I'd put a bit of extra gear on, and I'm glad I brought a few extra bits and pieces with me. Although the climbing is keeping me nice and warm. Always like to operate under a sort of mantra that goes something along the lines of, it's better to have extra gear and not need it than to need extra gear and not have it. And that goes as much for sticking to the plan for the day as it does for surviving the conditions should they turn a little bit sketchy. And with that in mind, you'll see here I've got a satellite navigator, a Garmin InReach Mini, that if I don't have a signal and I'm in an emergency situation, I can call for help. Here we are at the Horn. Woo! Peak number 1, done and dusted. Let's crack on. I'm glad this isn't snow-filled or overgrown. I'm here at the time of year when the buds are just starting to come out, and Jade and I came down, well, rather up here last year. It was in July time, and it was, as they say in orienteering, a fight, and so I can at least make my way through it at the moment. Wow, this is amazing, guys. I'm just on the cloud line here and you can see down into the valley there. It looks lovely down there, but that's my route behind me over to the Ochsenkopf just there, and then into this valley, up and over onto those peaks over there, and then back down to Grasgehren. It is fabulous up here, really is. Wow. Right, well, that's the tricky bit. From the Horn done, down that scramble, time for a break and a bit of a sarnie, and it's 50 minutes in that direction to the Ochsenkopf, the next point. Oh man, this is quite hard going through the snow, but I think I'm approaching my next peak, the Ochsenkopf. Whew. There it is, the Ochsenkopf. Last little bit, let's do it. Excellent. Well, the sign back there said 50 minutes, but I just blasted up here in about 25 minutes. I tell you, it just shows you how careful you got to be. Coming down the track here behind me, the water is running under the snow and creating a hollow under there. I just fell absolutely headlong into that. Whew. And nearly went underground. I'll show you how deep it is under there. Like it goes right down in there. I had to leg it, get out of there as quickly as possible, otherwise my hands and my legs would have been absolutely soaked. Whew. All right, the Vannenkopf is my next target. The sign said 1.5 hours. And the track goes over a bit of a snow bridge here. You can't really tell where the fragile bits are, so I'm definitely going to have to walk very gingerly over this bit. Crossing over some sections, you can hear the water thundering along underneath the snow, and it's a bit spooky, and the going is pretty slow. But fortunately, there are a few tracks to step into that have firmed up the snow a wee bit. I'm very surprised. I mean, look around. There really is nobody else out here. It's a German bank holiday today, and the place is deserted, which I like. It's nice, but it just underpins the fact that you do have to be careful with your planning and your kit and your route and everything to make sure that you're sticking on the track, get home safely. Whew, this is heavy going. Ugh. I'm following footsteps that have come down the mountain, and so they're much further apart, so I'm really having to step out to follow them. And oh my love, it is quite hard work. I'm at the Bolgenalp now, and I am halfway through my day's route. It's quite a steep climb up to the Vannenkopf, and I'm in danger of running out of light. The clouds are coming in, and so I'm going to make the decision to bail here, as much as I'm reluctant to do so. So I'm going to head back down to Grasgehren that way, and I've got to make sure that I start off earlier than 1 o'clock. I've spent 3 hours on the mountain now, and I'm in danger of coming to darkness before I get down. I don't have a head torch with me, which was an oversight. Oh boy, it's nice to be back down on decent tracks. Trudging along in that snow, it was hard work. I've no regrets about cutting short my planned route, because up there's the Vannenkopf where I was going to go. Back up there, coming down the route, heading down here to Grasgehren. My toes are still cold from trudging around in that snow. Man, that was hard work. But all in all, what an epic day. So it was about 4:30 when I was up at the col there. That had taken me 3.5 hours to do 6 kilometers, can you believe, in the Alps, and I wasn't hanging around either. So with potentially another 3 hours to go, then that was putting me too close to darkness, and as I say, I have no regrets at cutting short the route, because I've had a smashing day in all sorts of conditions, and it's been epic to be able to share this route with you guys. So hope you enjoyed it. Whatever you're doing, have a fabulous day, and I'll see you next time.